That's KRS-One. New joint right there from KRS-One called Black, Black, Black. It don't get no blacker than Howard University. HBCU right here in the District of Columbia. And we got a special guest on right here. We got Howard University's new head coach, Mr. Larry Scott. Can you hear me, coach?
Yes, I can hear you. How you doing?
That's what's up. Everything is ready, and we'll make sure that's not going on. I got a little bit of static. I gotta fix the static. Make sure you hear the static. Make sure you get the static. We got University of Howard for head football coach Larry Scott. First year head coach, but unfortunately, even though it's March, he has yet to coach a football game here at Howard. Hopefully, real soon we can get this season started. But it's been a difficult year. We all know the issues with COVID. Has definitely put a hamper on the football season. With the MEAC conference, the Middle East Athletic Conference, who plans to play during the springtime, but unfortunately, the conference decided to shut down the season. But Howard University is pushing on to get some competition going on to allow themselves to compete and get some football playing. Speak a little bit about, we talked over the summertime before the season started. Now that we are here, like I said, in March, let us know how it's been since the summertime, trying to deal with the issues of COVID and trying to coach the Howard University football team thus far, or just being a part of the program thus far.
Oh, good. Things have been, moving along. Obviously, we've had to navigate, like you said, through the pandemic, COVID-19. Lots of schedule changes with are we going to play, when we're going to play, teams opting out, then the whole conference folding, and then having to move to kind of a schedule where we're just trying to schedule a few competitions, out of conference competitions, and some within the conference. We actually did have an opportunity to play one game right now. Wasn't the results that we wanted, but with 8 weeks, 9 weeks of preparation. And go in to really have a chance to play. It gave us an opportunity to really look at what we have, where we're at, truly where we're at right now, but then more importantly, what things we need to attack to get where we want to go. So we've had that one opportunity. We'll actually have another opportunity here on the 27th of this month to play Delaware State again. And then hopefully we got one tentatively scheduled for April 17th, Robert Morris down in Pittsburgh. So right now, those are the two things that we have scheduled coming moving forward. But obviously, this time has had its challenges with everything like we talked about with COVID, and then some of our weather challenges that we've had here in the DC area with ice and snow being on the ground and not being able to get out and practice. And we had an inauguration, and we had a lot of different elements that kind of we had to navigate and maneuver around to get ourselves as prepared and ready to go as we can. But it's been great to just get the young men back here and have the policies and things in place to keep them all healthy and get a chance to get them out and get working to kind of figure out where we're at and what we need to do to continue to get better. So definitely it had its challenges, but it's been fun and been really encouraged by the young men's way that they attacked it and the way that they're working right now to get this program better.
So we got a game coming up later this month. Also, a game coming up in April. But we also got an NFL draft going in April. How does that affect the seniors trying to show off before the draft, even though this season will still be going on when other seniors are preparing for the draft?
Yeah, that's been a tough deal for those guys, especially us with teams that are playing in the spring and those guys really not having a senior fall to show what they had. So what the NCAA right now has granted is that every senior and everybody on your roster actually have another year of eligibility. So with that being said, we got some guys that are kind of competing through and playing this spring season out with us right now. That if everything works out and the NCAA approves the threshold of scholarships over the normal amount, that we'll have a chance to get some of these young men back into the program for another year, so that they will have that opportunity to have a complete cycle of training and lifting and running and doing all the things they need to do to get themselves back into optimum shape, and then play a complete football season so that they can put together a body of work in their senior year.
How does that affect your recruiting? Because the seniors come back, there's not a lot of spaces available for the freshmen. How is the NCAA kind of dealing with that issue?
Well,
Does
and
that
that's
not
what I'm
affect your
saying.
recruiting?
Yeah, because we did sign a full class of 24 young men that are out of high school that are getting ready to come into the program. And that's where I made the point that the NCAA is looking at raising the threshold of scholarship the level of scholarships that you're allowed to have. Right now, the FCS level, we're allowed to have 63. So however many that the NCAA will grant us over and beyond that, and whatever the university is financially able to do within that realm will be controlled by those elements as to how many of those seniors we would actually be able to bring back to have an opportunity to have that fifth year or that senior year given back to them. If that's not the case, then you'll have a lot of seniors with probably another year of eligibility to either participate by going into the transfer portal and moving around and going to other universities to continue playing or just graduate and move on.
You got 24 freshmen coming in next year to the program. This class that you have, how are you utilizing this class to build for the future? Most coaches come in on the college level. Most coaches come in usually have like that 4 to 5 year window. You kind of flip the roster to get their own players in the players that they're recruited. So, what steps have you made to with this recruiting class to actually what you want to do in the program you want to build?
Well, when I first took the job last year in February, we were right up on the cusp of National Signing Day and those things. So we actually didn't sign a very big class. We only brought in 6 young men in that class. And because I wanted to backdate a lot of the scholarships and have a complete recruiting cycle to build in the next class. So that's why we have such a big class of 24 coming in and with this the 21 class that we're truly excited about. But however, so it's been just, to take the 6 guys that we added when I got here in the 20 class, along with the young men that have already been in this program and build and start the foundation of what this program is going to be with the young men that are in this program. And a lot of our really talented players are young in this program still. They're just sophomores. And when everybody now has been granted another year, so they're actually kind of freshmen/sophomores. We have a really good group, I think, of senior guys that we've kind of charged with becoming the leaders of this program during this time. And I know it's tough on that group of young men, and they're to be commended for their effort and attitude and mindset and approach towards everything that's going on and controlling the elements of the thing that they do control right now. Knowing that, COVID and this whole pandemic that we've been in has kind of taken and changed a lot of, what they saw as to being their future. It's kind of changed the way that they need to look at that a little bit and the outlook of what that is. But what we've done is just take those 6 young men and the nucleus of the young people and kids that are in this program now to set this foundation. And then we're looking to, basically shake up about a third of a roster with these 24 freshmen that are going to come in here in this summer.
The SupaRadio is UrHero SupaTim. We are live with Howard University head football coach Mr. Larry Scott. I read an article that was kind of interesting, shocking, also very heartwarming. That you were offered a job with the national champion Alabama Crimson Tide. And we just crazy or we just that dedicated to Howard University?
No, that's not crazy. I'm that committed to to Howard University. I'm that committed to my passion and my true base of my why and why I do what I do. And to have an opportunity to do it at Howard University is just it's a special place and it's a special time right now in this university's history in this country and what we're dealing with everything in this country. And then for me, just personally and professionally, it's everything in life's about timing, and we believe that it's the right time where we are, right where my feet are, and so no one's crazy. That was the decision that was made, and I'm fully committed to building this program here at Howard University.
That is, you can also look at it as a positive. But when you're a head coach of your own program, so something that you can look at and say that the university believes in you. But when probably the greatest coach in college football history also look at you and say, I want you because of your talent to be with me and help this program continue. So that's also an honor in some ways.
Very much so. Coach Saban's obviously one of the greatest to ever do it in our business and in the sport and in college football and all sport. So to actually sit and have those type of conversations with him about possibly the opportunities of having a chance to do that is awesome. It's an opportunity. Most that would see it as an opportunity of a lifetime, and it really was. But at the end of the day, it was more important to me as to where I was and what I was doing to continue on doing that. and trying to bet on yourself, so to speak, and build a legacy for who you are and what you do and how you do it, and who you're doing it with. And every day was more important to me right now, the time and where I'm at right now in my life and in my career, than doing that. So definitely was an opportunity of a lifetime. Definitely respect and appreciate Coach for that. And when we had that conversation, he understood exactly my reasons for why, and it ended on a really really positive note, the way that it should. And we're ready to move on here at Howard and continue to build this program and build it the right way and build it to sustain.
Like that. So instead of being a coaching under the greatest coach of all time, you're gonna become the greatest coach of all time. So how
Absolutely, that's the goal. Why not strive each and every day to create a legacy for yourself of being the best, or why do it, or why are you
no
doing it?
reason
So
no reason why you can't do it, no reason why you can't do it. But how you just
absolutely not, and that is the plan.
we see down in Jackson State, what's going on down in Jackson State with Deion Sanders coaching. How you
Yeah,
look at
start
that
struggling to hear
situation?
you a little bit.
I think down in Jackson State, we got Deion Sanders, head coach down there, HBCU, a person, all the same player, one of the greatest players of all time. What does that mean for HBCU sports, or HBCU football? That somebody like a Deion Sanders believes in Jackson State, and he put his name, his legacy, with that program. Do you see that kind of trend happening in the near future with other um, kind of big name former players, big uh, NFL coaches, whether it's assistants or things of that nature, you have a big name moving into the HBCUs and to help out the black community and HBCU sport elevate to where they should be.
Absolutely, I think what it's done is it's brought the level of exposure to something that was already a great product that was already being done. It's not like this is all of a sudden recreating HBCU and black college football. This has always been good football. It's always been there. It's always been happening. And what it done is it's basically brought the awareness and brought on the cameras and brought on the new level, a higher level of exposure to what's already been a great product and what's been great things that's been going on and happening and transpiring in HBCUs all over the country. So I think with what Dion's doing and those type of things is just bringing on that level of exposure and awareness to what has always been a fascinating culture, right? A fascinating brand of football. That once people actually sit down and actually pay attention to, walk away really impressed with what they've seen and what they, and what the ability that a lot of these young men in HBCUs have. And it's brought on an awareness now to the NFL with their new deal to be able to now tap into our film sources and be able to scout and watch the young men in HBCUs a little bit more. So just the level of exposure and the camera attention and those type of things, it's just been shined and brought back to a level in which the exposure is going to show that this is a great product. So why not attend an HBCU? Why not go coach in an HBCU? Is the question. It's not a matter of when. It's just why. Why not? Great players, great product, great educational institutions that are thriving, that are striving to do things the right way when it comes to our young people. So at the end of the day, I think it's just a heightened awareness now with the exposure of that. So when now there's more cameras and being going on, you watch the NBA All Star game last night and all those type of things. I just think is now it's already been a great culture. It's already been a great product. Now it's just the light and cameras are being brought and shined on to make sure that there's a level of exposure that's coming along with that too as well.
You missed the All Star game last night. That's one thing I wanted to ask you. The NBA is taking a lot of steps to support not just HBCUs, but the issues going on in the black community, with police brutality and racial injustice. Um, there's some speculation, some skepticism with the NFL and Jay-Z situation and all of that stuff. Do you see the NFL making as much of an effort the way the NBA has done to support not just HBCUs, but social issues in black community and supporting the black players as much as the NBA does?
I say, yeah, I think so. And when you watch the NBA, a lot of it is player led. It's not the owners, it's not the organization. It's led by the most precious commodity, the players. And I think you're going to start seeing that start to pick up a lot of steam amongst all professional sports. And it really does start with the locker room. It starts with the players to bring that awareness to the ownership and to the all of those people that these are issues that we want to tackle and put out in front of us as far as making an impact on this country. Are you still there? Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think at the end of the day, yes, I think you'll start to see more and more of that pickup steam in the NFL and some of our other professional sports as well.
We're talking about Howard University here, basketball coach, the future greatest coach of all time in football history, representing DC to the fullest, and your time for coming through. Where can they find? Where can they find out more information about the game? So you watch it online? Or I know you probably can't come in and do it live. But how can you get upcoming games?
I know the March 27th game will be an ESPN telecast, ESPN Plus, ESPN3, so it would it will be a national TV game on that date. And as far as the April 17th contest, I'm not sure to what the TV rights that Robert Morris has with that game down there. So, but I do know that we will be that will be an ESPN televised game on March 27th.
ESPN Plus, you go online $4.99 a month. I believe $4.99 a month is good to check out how we go through basketball. I'm sorry, football and basketball. We got how we go through basketball. Represent shout out to ESPN. They put a lot of smaller schools to ESPN Plus. So if you can't see it outside of their market, that's definitely a good place to go. $4.99 a month. That's all you need. Check it out. So I got any social media, anything we can follow the Supa with Howard University football.
No, just at the end of the day, it's, like I said, it's been some trying times, but it's also been some really exciting times towards us building this foundation of this program. And just stay with us, stay with it. We're going to build this thing. We'll make everyone in the DC area and all the and Howard University alums and faculty and staff and all of those really proud, and we're excited about our future and can't wait to where we can get back to normal times, where we get back to homecomings and get back to having home games where we can have fans and those type of things. And by that time, we'll have a really exciting product for everybody to come watch.
What's the social media to catch up with Howard University football?
HU Bison football.com is our Twitter handle, and my football operations guy runs our IG page, so I'll have to ask him what what our Instagram page is. But you can actually follow me on Twitter too at Coach L Scott 70, and then that way you can tap into all of our other social media sites and platforms.